You know what? They just don't text and call and they don't look at you the same. In episode number 185, we talking about if someone does this, they're losing attraction. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's going on? We back at you with another episode of Making a Case. I'm your host, Dr. Jacob Isom, man. We got two channel norms over here. One, we take points on our people, and then two, we don't do all that cussing derogatory stuff. We like to keep it professional over here. Um, hey, we talking about it. If someone start acting like this, man, they're losing attraction. Now, I know what you're thinking. That could be several different things, and you would be absolutely right if that's what you're thinking. Okay. So I'm gonna talk about a couple different things, and then I'm gonna show you some clips, and maybe we'll get into some more things. And of course, if you got anything that you would like to share, you can always leave a comment. All right, but don't forget to hit that like button and share the video and all that good stuff. All right. So if someone starts losing attraction, you typically can see it in their behavior, right? I know you might be thinking, well, duh. But, you know, of course, body language is 80% communication, right? So if, you start seeing little subtle signs of them, things that they're not doing anymore, like, subtle things such as not, holding your hand, right? And I know that might not be a big thing, but women love to hold hands, particularly when they're into you, right? So if a woman is not willing to hold your hand, that means something, right? Or we could talk about men, right? If a man is not flirtatious and touchy with you, because men, we are very physical creatures, right? So if you start seeing that not happening as much, maybe the attraction might be slipping a little bit, right? When two people are into each other, they show it, right? Now, yes, they say it, but they show it more often than they say it, right? And I'm not talking about saying that I love you over and over, all right? One thing the men don't do, we don't usually verbalize that too often, right? Even if we are head over heels, right? We'll show it in our action more so than we'll verbalize it. But women, most definitely, if a woman starts or stops, I should say, doing the little things, right? Like asking you what you want to eat, or going out her way just to do little small things for you. Those are subtle signs that she's losing attraction, right? And why would she be losing attraction? Well, you broke in the trust. Um, she's caught you cheating, lying, right? So attraction get lost when trust get lost, right? Why would he maybe losing attraction? Because the thing about it is not that he's going to lose that attraction overnight, but if he doesn't see you as a long term option or fit, he could possibly lose attraction for you because now he just see you as short term. Okay. And attraction can go downhill from there if that's the case. All right. So I'm gonna stop there because I got some clips I want to show you, and we'll uncover some and unravel some other reasons why he or she may be losing attraction. So without further ado, let's get into our first clip.
People are dating, you could find some attractive or unattractive on first meeting.
Yeah.
And then as you get to know them, maybe you thought they were attractive to begin with, and that just goes away. Or you felt that they weren't that attractive to begin with, but as you get to know their character, let's say, then the perception itself shifts. It's not merely the theory of mind or the conception you have of them, right? You literally look at them differently. Like someone graceful, for example, you're obviously perceiving something like a gestalt, and there's something charming and beautiful about that. My guess is if you see a person of high character across time, you can see their integration. That would allow you to perceive their attractiveness in a way that you might not have been able to do superficially. This happens often when people are dating.
And he's absolutely right. Like, because of course initial physical attraction like hooks us initially, right? But once you get around a person long enough, you start seeing their character, their personality, and things of that nature. You can start, you know, be like, man, like, well, they're not what I thought they were, right? Even if you had that initial attraction in the beginning, right? Because at the end of the day, for both men and women, and of course it varies for men and women, like, yes, we're hooked on initial attraction, but at the end of the day, we got to have some substantive to be able to see you as a long-term option, right? And that's the thing, particularly for men, right? Yes, we love pretty women, but don't get it twisted. We still want a woman that, that has some softness to her, that has some morals and some values and some character to herself, right? So that's how you can start losing attraction if initially you're hooked, but then as you get to know somebody, like the it's not what I thought it was, right? All right, let's get into another clip.
Partner, it's really scary. But it's important that you know all marriages, all long term relationships, they have times of intermittent loss of attraction for each other, especially during stressful times. A new baby, taking care of an elderly parent, or a health concern. These are all times that you may not feel as attracted for your partner. Essentially, there's 5 reasons you lose attraction for your partner, and these are them. Number 1, you stop talking to each other. You stop feeling connected through communication. You hold on to past hurts or grudges. You stop engaging and playing together, doing activities together. You let your appearance go. You just stop taking care of yourself. It's like you don't care. It doesn't matter. And lastly, you get bored with your own life. These things all contribute, and make a list and answer these before you seek therapy. When you lose attraction for
And I agree wholeheartedly with all those things that she said. And notice that a lot of things of what she pointed out has to do with really you specifically. Now, of course, when you with somebody, y'all are interlocked, interconnected, right? So y'all gonna be going through these things together, right? But you have to have some sense of self, even though you're in a relationship, right? So when you start losing who you are, or you're going through, some life changes, like she said, well, you got an elderly parent, or somebody get diagnosed with cancer or something like that, something crazy, right? Things could start to shift where you start focusing on yourself more so than, your relationship, which is natural, right? Because of course everybody deal with things differently emotionally. So when you're going through this in a relationship, you can have and really it's almost not a loss of attraction, more so a focus on oneself, where you're not prioritizing the relationship anymore. And so it appears as if you lost attraction, but it's like, no, I'm kind of just looking out for me right now. What I would like for my partner to do is kind of understand that and step in and be my support system, right? But of course, we know that when you have lack of communication, like she said, that doesn't always appear to be the thing that your partner really is doing for you, which is being that support system. They'll look at it as you trying to pull away or you losing attractiveness, when it really is just you going through a difficult time. And when you're faced with something that's new, you're not gonna always know how to handle it. So but those are some good points that she made. And like I said, I don't necessarily looking at it as losing attraction, more so as just, going through a period of time. And when you're in a long term relationship, you're gonna go through those ebbs and flows, right? And it's going to seem like you being selfish and things of that nature, when you just don't know how to deal with it, right? Because you've never been through it before, right? And your relationship never been through it before. So it's just something new, something you got to work out. Like she said, you got to communicate and just be there for each other. All right. I got another clip for you. Two more to be exact. Let's get it.
Lose interest part 1. Number 1, he believes that things are going too easy. Men are born to be hunters. They like to chase for the thrill of it. It's in the genetics. A man like to feel like they have to work for something to get it, and they want to feel like they have conquered you. So if things are going too easy for him, he lose interest. Number 2, he has unprocessed trauma that he has to deal with it alone by himself. So it's not your fault. Don't take it personally. Sometimes when things get a bit too intense, they catch feelings too quickly, they back out. And if they do, the best thing you can do is give them space. The more you chase, the more they run away. Don't chase. Number 3, this is a common one. When things are going well, you suddenly demand and expect too much from him. Here's the thing. Men love to serve, but they want to feel like it's their idea, not yours. So my advice is slow down a little bit, let him do his thing, and don't try to rush it. Good things take time. Follow me for part 2. Reasons why men lose interest, part 1.
Oh, I would, to be honest with you, I don't necessarily agree with it, even though it's part true, right? Um, yes, could a man be dealing with something? Yes, could a man be like, okay, I need to slow this down. Things are moving too fast. Yes, they could be true. But in general, a man is not being like, oh, like, I'm going to slow down. I'm going to put the pause on it. I'm not interested as much as I would. Now, can it happen? Yes. But those things are in general, men don't be thinking about and really processing like that. If he's, suddenly losing attraction, more so he's seen something that you have done, or he's heard something that you've said, and that's what's making him pull back, right? So it's not necessarily the fact that he got some unresolved trauma and stuff like that. I think a lot of time when women speak on the behavior of men, it is from the standpoint of a woman, right? The projection be real, right? And so I think women really got to be careful with that, because you have a lot of women on the internet who be speaking about men and their behavior, and unless you really have, say, you grew up around men or you study this, that, like, you really just taking your talking points from online or your anecdotal experience, right? And sometimes women be on the money, sometimes they don't, right? So and the reason why it's more believable coming from a man talking about women is because we literally, like she said, we are the hunters, right? So we have to understand a woman's nature. So that's the reason why men, particularly when they speak on women, usually on the money, because we have to understand women in order to get them. All right. All right, one more clip, and then we're gonna wrap this on up.
Do women lose interest so suddenly when the relationship seemed perfect in your eyes? Here are some signs that you may have missed. The first one's going to hurt just a little bit. She's acting nice around you, but she was never really attracted in the first place. The second one I call the backpacker. This woman travels from place to place in short periods of time. She's here for a short time and not a long time. Number 3, she wanted something serious, but the context stayed in the fun stage for a little too long. And fourthly, one to keep an eye out for is that she's not over her ex yet. She is emotionally unavailable, but still okay with a situationship. Comment below which situation describes you. Why?
And to be honest with you, I know she mentioned 4 different things, but it's really only one that I think, for the most part, a woman would fit out of those 4 she said. Can you guess it? She wasn't really attracted to you that like that in the first place, right? Because a woman that's into you will make time for you, uh, will be big on communicating with you. Now we're all busy, right? So that excuse is null and void. So a woman that is really serious about finding somebody, and then once she gets involved with you, and the attraction is there initially, and not just physically, but she like the things you're saying and stuff like that, she would take the steps in order to make sure that she make herself available for you in order for the relationship to blossom, right? if she's not doing that, she's not attractive. And like she said, one of the first things she said was that, well, you know, if she's not doing that, she's really not attracted to you, right? And a lot of women are not, you know, making themselves available for a short time. They want that long term situation, right? So if it's not happening, that means that she's just not that into you, you know. And it's gonna be all in the signs. So there's no need for you to guess, right? If she's not putting in the effort and the energy, that means you got to cut your losses. Sorry, fellas. All right. We're gonna end the video on that note. I know that's probably not where you want to end the video, but we gotta end it, okay? But y'all know I appreciate y'all rocking with me, man. Let me know what you think about the video, man. As always, I'm you, you and me. Love always, love return. Remember, the worst thing you do is lie to yourself, and we out. Deuces, one love.